Take 5, attempting to vlog. Um, this is so scary, but we're doing it. I feel like I don't portray a lot of my personality online, and I thought it would be fun to get into some topics that I care about, topics that interest me, and just have fun because that's what life's about. And I feel like most people don't realize that they only have one life. Like, we're on this planet one time. Unless you believe in some kind of reincarnation, some kind of alternate afterlife, this is all we got, babes. So we should try to live it up and be more positive and do the things we want to do. I want to talk about what's real and what matters to me, and hopefully find others that resonate with that. So let's get into it. It's gonna be interesting. Gosh, my hair. Let me tell you, girlies. The girlies will understand this. So my inspo for my hair today was actually, I guess this is just her in general, but think Sarah Jean Underwood. But it lives rent-free in my brain. I think about that look all the time, and when I'm not doing my big 80s hair, this is the rendition of hair that I have, and it always reminds me of her. Okay, real talk. Does anyone else live in, cohabitate in a Wawa? Or is it just me? I feel like this is a very tri-state area thing. It's the only thing near me that's open 24 hours. I'm a coffee fiend, and I'm a solid believer that Wawa has the best coffee now. Hadn't really got onto the train until recently. But I've been making my new signature drink, which is a Teddy Graham latte. Let me put y'all onto this. I'm gonna put y'all on. So essentially, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to Wawa. You're gonna go to the machine TV. You're gonna get 2 shots of espresso. That's it. That's all you need. And a cup of ice from the soda machine. You are going to get the espresso, put 2 packets of honey in it, and a slight dash of cinnamon. You're going to stir that all up, pour it into the ice. I know you're supposed to do these steps before you put the ice in, but whatever you can do. Put the espresso, put a lot of milk. It's supposed to be a latte. The fat-free, sugar-free vanilla creamer, and then a dollop of cinnamon on top. It is so good. It is so good. Try it. Let me put you onto this. Sorry, I needed a lip liner break. This is Revlon Color Stay Multi-Liner in Dallying. Oh yeah, Dallying. And it has a little love when lip liners have these little brushes. They're so convenient. Because I actually don't even use them for my eyeliner. I use them to smudge my under eye. Because I do not like a harsh line under my eyeballs. But yeah. So first and foremost, an antique store hates to see me coming. But what hates to see me coming even more is a lingerie store. So, long story abridged, I was walking around Asbury Park. You know that is my turf, if you know me. And I came across a clothing rack with a bunch of vintage lingerie on it. And I was like, what? In the wild? That's crazy. So I set foot into the store, and immediately made eye contact with the sweetest employee ever. And she took one look at me. I was wearing my like polka dot lingerie dress thing with like a pair of denim shorts. So you could easily typecast me. She's like, you're gonna love this store. So racks and racks of lingerie, cute little trinkets everywhere. I found the cutest Betty Boop lunchbox. Um, what else? They had little like floral hair clips in there. An antique. I love these antique lamps that have like fringe on them or like beads. I don't know what they're called or if they're like a specific style. I'm gonna try to find a picture and I'll like insert it here or something. But I have like an obsession with these lamps. I need to own one immediately. But they had one in there. I should probably mention the store name. I haven't even done that. It's called Bang's Boutique. Oh my god, there's Sunny Angels in here. There's Sunny Angels that my boyfriend got me. Hold on. My boyfriend got me Sunny Angels on the boardwalk because I've been wanting one so bad. He's like, I'll get you both of them. It's so cute. I got the one I wanted. I got the pink rabbit. And then from this one, I got... Why don't I just open them? They're right in my hand. Oh, I think I switched the boxes. Here we go. What? I think this is a sloth. I don't know what that is. So cute though. They remind me of those Kewpie dolls. And I've always had a fixation for the Kewpie dolls. So love it. Love to see it. They're stinking cute. So then also made a pit stop to my friend's store, Modern Love Fashion. And it's a little rock and roll boutique. It just opened not too long ago. And the owner is an absolute sweetheart. I love her so much. Go check her shop out. She sells leather jackets, belts, lip service, anything rock and roll you can think of. She has it there. She will hook you up. And it was funny because I walked in the last time and she knows I love Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and she was wearing the Lucchese white cowboy boots. She said it was her Christmas gift. I was so jealous of her. She said she was gonna let me try them on, but she's a size 7, I'm a size 8, but I thought it was the sweetest. I felt like one of those like Make-A-Wish kids. I'm like, yeah, my Make-A-Wish is to wear the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader white cowboy boots. I thought it would be fun to also do a mini haul because most of you that follow me, I think, know that I collect lingerie. I think a lot of my account shows my love for lingerie, and I have some things here that I've collected over the past 1 to 2 months that I wanted to show you guys. This is mostly for the girlies, so if you're not a girly, you can just keep scrolling away. Yeah, let's just get into it. So the first thing is a sexy little things Victoria's Secret piece. And I don't know what year this is from, but there we go. Has the garters as well. I've been watching a lot of telenovelas lately, so this reminds me of something that one of the characters would wear. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Obsessed is my favorite word, by the way. Okay, second thing that I have here is what I wore to Hinterland Festival in Iowa in the beginning of August. Okay. I feel like this style is very popular lately. The whole apron, lingerie dress thing. But I wore this with a pair of jeans, honestly. I think that's something that people don't do. I have been hailing lingerie as outerwear for years now, and I feel like we're kind of on the train, but this is by Native Intimates, who I can always tell when it's a Native Intimates piece, because there's so much neon all the time. So here's this teddy romper that I got. And I thought it was cool. Thought it was cool because it had this black rose kind of detailing in the middle. So that was like that was my win when I saw it. I was like, yeah, this is unique. Ooh, okay. So I wore this when I met my darling angel, Jessie Murph. Um, this cute little baby doll. It's giving fembot, isn't it? It's very dainty and feminine. Bring back femininity. Let's go. And this is by Tosca Lingerie, which I own a lot of pieces from as well. This cute little bow and flower, rosette. Okay, next we have this Elegant Moments. What would I even call this? Baby doll? It's all lace. Very lacy. I love lace. I'm a sucker for lace, as most of you know. Elegant Moments, one of my favorite brands. And have yet to wear this. Brand new with tags. I cannot find the brand on this, but there is a tag. I don't know if this is a store or the lingerie brand, but it's called Kato. It's called Kato, and this is the number. This is the fit. Has some rufflies at the end, some bows. It looks white. Ooh, actually, let me show the back as well. It looks white on camera, but it's actually a silvery metallic-y sheen, which is so freaking cool to me. I'm obsessed with this. I can't wait to wear it. I don't have anywhere to wear this. Check this out, guys. This is reminding me so much of like a 2.0 version of the bustier that I wore in my Desperate Eyes music video. I feel like this is like the part 2, like the elevated version. So I'm itching to wear this. I'm dying to wear this. It is very Selena Quintanilla, who is my favorite singer of all time. But wow, just look at that. Behold, it is beautiful. It's giving rocker Vixen. It's giving Bobby Jean Brown, Tawny Katane, freaking can't name anymore right now, but you get me, right? You get me. Well, maybe I'll show this too. Why not? I will show this. This reminded me of like a blend of going into like an antique store in the early thousands, like make it rock and roll. I don't know. It's giving like shabby chic mixed with like rocker girl. So I thought it was so cute. I was using it as a beach cover up, but very like Ed Hardy tattoo influence, just a little more softer, I guess. I just checked my phone while taking a break, and I read the saddest thing ever. This Facebook post saying in 2019, a newlywed couple in Texas was killed in a car crash after leaving the courthouse following their wedding ceremony. This photo was captured just shortly before the tragedy. The couple Harley Morgan, love that name, and Rhiannon Boudreaux, 20, love that name too, were involved in a collision with a pickup truck towing a trailer carrying a tractor while merging onto a highway in Orange, Texas. The accident occurred mere minutes after their wedding ceremony, with the groom's sister and mother following behind in a car and witnessing the horrific crash. They had just gotten married, said Morgan's mother, Kenia. They haven't even been married for 5 minutes. And then they showed a picture. They showed a picture of the couple. That dress. Love that. That's so sad. Why is this even coming up? Some like morbid true crime thing that I'm subscribed to. Whoops. Oh my god. These comments are not it, guys. The comment chain is not it. Is it ever it? How are you gonna write something mean to that? This is why I don't live in Texas. You Texans are living like it's Mad Max. Ooh, that was a burn. I love Texas. It's my favorite place in the world. So, haters gonna hate. Moving on. Um, for those of you guys asking about new music, I am very much on the cusp of releasing something new for you guys. And I thought since the wait has been so long, I will just play you a snippet right here. A little preview. It is not mixed fully. This is a preview of a mix, but I do want to play it because I think that would be fun. At least a little bit of it. Juicy. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Do you think that should be the next release? I think it should. I do think so. But I'm curious. Give me some feedback. What do you think? This might be a hot take. I actually don't think it's a hot take. I think many musicians agree on this element of the music world that just exists now. And that is having to be a content creator before you are a musician. And that has been very hard for me to grapple with. I'm able to encapsulate the moods that I want to portray through my music and create my own worlds through my own music. And I don't think a lot of people see it that way. I think a lot of people make music for the wrong reasons. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna say it straight out. I'm gonna say it straight out. I cannot stand these Nepo babies. I cannot stand these people that come from money and have the resources and just think that they can pay their way to the top. I think there's something very ethically wrong with it, and I think there's something just ominous about it. I cannot support it, and unfortunately, that's what's making the music scene so stale these days. These people are the reason. I feel like they're bringing a dark cloud into sacred spaces. And I do not support it. So, that's that. I feel like people are so obsessed with like getting Spotify numbers and just seeing numbers. I mean, they're using AI for everything. It's quite disgusting to me. Like, support your local artist. Support your local artist. It's not that hard. Support your local photographers. You are giving people jobs when you support the arts. So I don't know why AI comes into play so often lately. I've seen so many bands rely on it, and it's such a disheartening thing. I guess also I've always been so DIY myself. If you can't pay for it, make it yourself. It is so easy. And there are so many tutorials on how to do anything you want these days. I'm just a firm believer in, working on yourself to be the best version of the final form of yourself that you can be. And maybe this is because I come from the rock world as well. I like a little more substance to my music. I like a little more thought behind it. And I just don't really see that with a lot of artists. It's very, very rare. I'm very, very picky with modern music because I'm very attracted to a certain kind of artist. Aside from the music on its own, I gravitate towards artists that are singer-songwriters, storytellers, um, people that can just romanticize really well because I am a class A romanticizer. Is that a word? I don't know. I romanticize everything. So, I like to see like minded people, and I love seeing people incorporate that into their work. I just don't see that often these days. I think there's a lot of copy and paste artists. I think there's a lot of artists that try to piggyback off other people without putting their own spin on it. I think that's a lot of what we're seeing. And I just hope it. I feel like we're experiencing a second grunge era in a way. I don't know what they're gonna entitle this chapter of music, but I'm sure there are gonna be case studies on it. And I just want us to get out of the dark ages. So I've been silent about my music for a while because, oh, there's another reason. It's because I'm a perfectionist. I do not like to release things unless they're thousand percent that I know 100% in my heart that I would rally for my songs, or each and every song. I'm just a firm believer in, molding my own path and destiny and being a self made person. And I feel like I learned that a lot through Dita Von Teese, actually. I feel like she is one of the women that really changed my psyche on things. I always just admired the fact that she took vintage elements and just made them her own, really. And people were so attracted to what she was doing because she was such a chameleon figure in the sense that, she was timeless, but she could adapt to every era, the 90s, thousands, 2010s, and she's still going now. I was mind blown when I saw her Jubilee performance in the Rio. I'm gonna say last year, 2 years ago. She's still doing it, and she's been kicking ass since the 90s. I think that's so inspiring. I recently saw her on a podcast with Bunny, and I thought that was very insightful. I've seen all her interviews, all her podcasts, so she kind of rehashes the same thing she's been telling people for years. Like, very good at giving advice, very good at giving womanly advice. And I have so many of her quotes in my brain. Like, I quote her all the time. I think she's fantastic. I'd love to meet her someday. But yeah, Dita Von Teese, she's a queen, and she helped me realize that you can do anything you set your mind to. Trust. So last weekend, I went to go see the Jeff Buckley documentary. When I tell you, it was not a dry eye in that theater when the lights came up. Rightfully so, it was stunning. Never thought I would see the day where we got that documentary, but I've lived to tell the tale. First off, want to just like talk about how I got into Jeff Buckley. So I discovered him when I was 15. And does anyone remember that website 8 Tracks? I feel like that was very popular when I was growing up. It was essentially like a site where you could make online mixtapes. So, anyways, on 8 Tracks, all these playlists had Jeff Buckley Hallelujah on it. and I had no idea who he was, never seen a picture of him, didn't know that was a cover. But when I heard that song, chills ran up my spine. I was like, who is this angelic creature singing like this? So then I had went to find the music video, and I was like, was it even a music video? Maybe it was a live. It doesn't matter. Somehow ended up seeing him performing this song online. I was like, oh wow. Did not even know he was related to Tim Buckley, knew who Tim Buckley was, did not know they were connected. And then a few years later, I discovered Grace, and that album changed how I perceive music all across the board. I mean, every single song on it is killer. There is no filler on that album. Just emotional, makes me cry every time I hear it. And it's so sad that we really don't have much music from him because his life was taken so short. I think that is such a travesty for not even the music world, just in general, because he was such a empathetic person, and I feel like we need more of that in the world. But I digress. Grace, top tier album, top 5 best albums of all time. So I went to this documentary. I did not even see the trailer of it, so I didn't know what to expect, didn't know how they were going to frame it, and I loved that they framed it through his girlfriend's perspectives. I thought that was so cool because there's not many documentaries that would choose that angle for their story. So I thought it was a really good example of storytelling. And I chose one scene to cry in because I could not be sniffling up in that theater the entire time. So that was when they played Hallelujah, because that is the most nostalgic song for me with him. Not my favorite Jeff Buckley song, by the way, but it just has core memories attached to it. I'd say my favorite Jeff Buckley song is tough. That's so tough. So Real. I always just like wondered like if he would have kept making music, what it would have sounded like. Like, would he have kept the same direction, or would he have spun into something new? Because like from what I know, he really wanted to go more in a rockier direction, and I think that would have been very cool to see. I guess we'll never know, but again, he left his footprint on the world and on music, and I recommend you go see the documentary if you can. It's not playing in many areas. I was so lucky to catch it. I can't believe my local cinema was even screening it, because I had been like looking for it for weeks beforehand. Like, I had been searching the listings, seeing if any theater was playing it near me, and there was one in New York City. But I didn't want to venture out that far, so I was like, yes. They sent me the Jeff Buckley documentary at my footsteps. So that was awesome.